Hello, and welcome to the very first episode of the Ask Roger show. I'm your host, Antaiwn Evans, and this is the podcast where we can ask Roger Douglas Lloyd, yes, the 3-decade carpet cleaning industry veteran, your burning questions about running a successful carpet cleaning business. In this inaugural episode, we're diving into Roger's early years. What lessons did he learn? What would he do differently if he could start over? Without further ado, let's welcome our guest for today, Roger D. Lloyd. Hey, Roger, thank you for joining us on the episode of the first of the Ask Roger show.
Thanks for having me, Antoine. I'm really excited to kick off this podcast with you and share my journey with the carpet cleaning industry.
All right, good deal, Roger. Let's jump right into it. You've been in the carpet cleaning business for over 3 decades. If you could rewind the clock and talk to the Roger of 30 years ago, what advice would you give yourself about starting and growing this business?
That's a great question, Antoine. I often ask myself that. You know what? I think the first thing I will go back and tell a very young Roger Lloyd is to invest in education. I didn't realize I didn't know the carpet cleaning technical aspect or the business side. I thought I had my soap. I thought I had my wine. I thought I had my portable. And I thought I was just ready to go. But soon to find out, very soon to find out, that after I cleaned all my co-workers, all my family, my mom, my dad's, my in-laws, that I had to do something different. I had to invest in education. And
Hmm.
then I wanted to invest in better cleaning techniques and chemical knowledge. When I got the chemical knowledge, I was able to clean better and I was able to clean faster. But just like many guys in the industry today, oh no, I didn't need this. I didn't need no classes. I didn't need this. I didn't need that. And I was always chasing my tail till I got discouraged and I was almost ready to get out of this. But thank God early on, when AOL came out, there was Joe Polish, Howard Partridge, Jeff Bishop, and so many others that were trying to teach us the business side of the industry. So then I started knowing that I had to build relationships. Relationships. Then I realized after I built the relationships, that would build its own referrals. So when I hear other veterans say, oh, I don't do any advertising, I run my business on referrals.
Hmm.
When you don't have the cleaning knowledge to really impress your clients, I'm not talking about get a spot up here and get a spot up there. I'm talking about really clean the carpet and it smells good, looks good, and it's refreshed. You can work on referrals and you can work on repeat customers. So I would furthermore like to focus on telling anyone that's getting started or having trouble getting repeat customers or referrals, focus on building relationships and networking with other local businesses. Learn from industry veterans and
Hmm.
build trust with clients from day one. Looking back, I wish I've known how valuable a strong reputation is for referrals.
Hmm. Wow, that's fantastic advice, Roger. So investing in education and focusing on relationships and setting up systems and embracing your failures, it's clear why you have been so successful. But before we wrap up our first episode, do you have any parting words for someone starting their own carpet cleaning business today?
I sure do, Antoine.
Okay.
Anyone that's starting a carpet cleaning business today or suffering in a carpet cleaning business today. Yeah, I'm going to add that because a lot of you are suffering in a carpet cleaning business today. Let me tell you something. Antoine just mentioned systems. When you are an owner operator, you have to have systems in place. Now, I'm going to tell you something because a lot of you try to do your own Facebook marketing, a lot of you try to do your own Google marketing, a lot of you try to do all types of print marketing, such as flyers and postcards and all. Stop. Stop right now. You being an owner operator cannot be tied in to the largest aspect of your business plan, which should be the marketing aspect. Either delegate it to someone that works in your firm, or if you're an owner operator like most of you, then hire a company like Cleaning Legends that I can strongly refer to you. They handle my Facebook, my Instagram, and my Google presence. Then I have
Hmm.
another gentleman, another company, branding marketing, that handles my website and my SEO. I do not want to be up to 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning anymore trying to get my marketing intact when I'm not the professional for that. I'm a carpet cleaner. So leave the professionals, leave the marketing to the marketing professionals, and you stick with carpet cleaning. Now, another thing, you got to learn the business side. I know we think we don't need a business plan. I know we don't think we need to talk to anyone to making sure the business side is important. Yes, it is. Because, ladies and gentlemen, if you pay $750 for your, say, your Facebook, Instagram, and Google marketing, and you only made $750 that month, you didn't do good. If you made $1,000 and you paid $750, you didn't do good because you didn't know your numbers. And why you didn't know your numbers is because you didn't do the business plan right. Because you should be able to go back every quarter and check your business plan. So, yes, I even have a business coach, RLMA Services, that holds me accountable every quarter for my numbers. And if my numbers don't meet right,
They don't meet right.
another thing, you should
Hmm.
be doing all the jobs yourself. It looks unprofessional. You might not hear this often, but you will hear it sometime. Oh, you're here by yourself? You do all this by yourself? And then they give you this little eyebrow raise. And they're like, well, all right, well, come on. And yeah, you probably can do a good job. I'm not taking that away from you. But you have to understand, by you being an owner operator, you have to be able to be free. When that phone rings and you get a lead or someone calls or a referral, you don't want to put the wand down in somebody's house and be trying to conduct business. They're watching you. That's so unprofessional. And you're not coming back. So you blew that repeat customer, but worst of all, you blew that referral. Ladies and gentlemen, I had to learn the hard way. Antoine just asked me if there was anything that I wanted to say before I ended this very first episode. Ladies and gentlemen, stop trying to do it all yourself. Stop trying to do it all yourself. We're having an event on March 4th and 5th of 2025 called the Carpet Cleaning World University First Year Event. Everything that I'm explaining to you, from the classroom stuff to actually cleaning the carpet, and the technical and the chemical knowledge, and how to break down the chemical and make sure that when you're applying it to the carpet, it's neutralized and everything's right. Ladies and gentlemen, please stop trying to do everything. When you try to do everything, that's when it goes haywire. So Antaiwn wanted me to tell you, what can you do, or what was the last piece of advice? The last piece of advice is get to our event on March 4th and 5th. It's only $250. I know that's not what you asked me, but if you really want to kick off 2025 without making the mistakes, that's one thing you can do. You can come, invest in education. That was the first thing I just said. But this isn't a one type thing where, like maybe at the IICRC, they'll just teach you the technical parts of carpet cleaning. Not downing the IICRC. Definitely needed in our industry. But it's so much more. At the Carpet Cleaning World University event that we're having, we're going to take as much time teaching about the business side as we are about the technical side and the chemical side. Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for your time. Antaiwn,
Yes. Wow. Wow. Thank you, Roger. Great words of wisdom, Roger. Well, this is it for episode one of the Ask Roger Show. And if you have any questions that you'd like to ask Roger to answer, send me a message so we can get it featured on the show. Roger, I thank you for your time and your insight today. All right, everyone. We'll see you next time on the Ask Roger Show, where we tap into 3 decades of experience to help you take your carpet cleaning business to the next level. Take care now. Bye bye.